well, here's a follow-on from Julie. I think I understand what she's saying here. This is from the LLCs and the trust.
Right.
She's a partial owner of a number of properties, each of which is in an LLC.
Right. Okay.
Her ownership of the LLC is, she says, in my personal name, but she wants to get her ownership of each LLC into her living trust.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, there you go. Okay, very easy. So she already has the asset inside the LLC. Great. Now she has her membership interest, whatever percentage it is in her name, and she wants to put that in her trust. Again, the trust funding. So first of all, you have to look at the terms of the LLC's operating agreement, because you want to see what the transfer restrictions are, if any. Every operating agreement is going to have something about transferability of interest. Sometimes you have permitted transfers, right? It just says that a member may transfer their membership interest to a trust for their benefit, their spouse's benefit, or the kid's benefit. Easy peasy. It's in the majority of operating agreements. Sometimes it's not. It's because you have what are called buy-sell provisions or rights of first refusal provisions inside an operating agreement that says if a member attempts to transfer or assign their membership interest, boom, it triggers a buyout and they take it away from them, right? That's bad. So they normally would have, you have to get the consent of all the other members or the consent of the manager or consent of the majority or something. So there's no problem with assigning your membership interest into your trust. Easy. That's the way you do it. It's called an assignment of membership interest in an LLC. But you just got to be careful that that assignment doesn't inadvertently trigger an adverse restriction on transfer. So you got to look at the operating agreement provisions to see what it is. Majority of time, it's either a permitted transfer or everyone signs off on it because it's being done for estate planning purposes, not a control issue. But that's how you do it. Simple assignment.
Okay, which begs the point that the operating agreement is a tailored document, right? I mean, you got to really put some thought on how that agreement applies to you. Is that a fair assessment? Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when we do LLCs here in our office, since we're also a very asset protection oriented law firm, and when I do all of my documentation as well as my estate plans, I always have wealth preservation as part of my objective here. We put together some pretty tight operating agreements, right? We don't, and I see agreements all the time. And off the shelf, off the internet, stuff that clients bring to me from other online services, et cetera, that just says, hey, the interest is freely transferable, whatever, just sling it out to anybody you want with no restrictions. That's a problem, right? Because the creditors can grab it, involuntary transfers. You can have it going to kids or brothers and sisters, people that you don't want to be in partnership with. So you want to make sure that you have the operating agreement properly drafted to restrict the transfer from third-party claims, from some people you don't want to do business with, but yet give it enough flexibility so it doesn't interfere with your estate planning. As I mentioned, restrictions on transfers and permitted transfers. To your point, it needs to be tailored properly. And this is just a matter of who the parties are. Is it third parties, unrelated third parties? Is it between husband and wife and kids? Is it just a single owner? So you want to, so all depending upon the nature and the ownership of the LLC, the operating agreement should allow some flexibility on the transfers for things like estate planning, right?
Yeah, because if the operating agreement is a crappy operating agreement, or you're doing something else wrong with the LLC, if you never get sued, it doesn't matter, right? It's like have lousy earthquake insurance. If the earthquake insurance doesn't come, who cares? But it's when something
plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, right. See, it's when something happens that these things really step up.
Right. That's right.
All right. Well, let me see. If there's a follow-on question to that one there. Yeah, no, she says thank you. That was a good one.